I describe myself as a very optimistic person.
I'm pretty outgoing for the most part.
I would describe myself as
tall, funny.
I think I'm funny. I don't know if other people think I'm funny.
I really love poetry. It's one of my passions.
I'm a happy person. I like to be cheerful.
You know, I'm pretty laid back.
The question is, why do you believe certain things? Why do you believe in Allah versus Jesus? Or why do you believe in alternative medicine versus conventional medicine? And a lot of it has to do with what you're exposed to, as well as a number of biases that we as humans have that sort of colors the information we receive from the world. A large portion of it's geography, right? So if you're born in Oklahoma, you're much more likely to become a Christian than you are a Hindu simply because everyone else around you is a Christian. But in terms of the specifics of our beliefs, they're very, very highly driven by, what we're imprinted with early. So, those people that are around us, as well as the fact that we naturally, as humans, seem to have these pieces built into our brain that want us to believe things that are not necessarily backed up by the evidence. There's been some very, very interesting research over about the last 15 years or so that has cleverly shown that children, I'm talking here under 2 years old, seem to be naturally wired to believe in things that are not necessarily actually there. And that certainly helps contribute to our belief in supernatural things later in life.
The less individual we feel, the more we're at the mercy of the experience of our group, whether it's good or bad. And it should come as no surprise that the attitudes and beliefs we bring to a group grow stronger when we talk with others who share them. This is a process psychologists know as group polarization, and it often translates into a nasty us versus them dynamic.
Been faked, Neil?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean.
We all have biases. We are aware of many of them, but sometimes they are completely subconscious and reflect our cultural and social experiences. No matter how unbiased we think we are, these aspects of human nature shape how we interact with people and how we make decisions. They are blind spots in our rational decision-making, and we are unaware that they exist.
What causes us to make decisions in life? We think the answer is obvious. People know what's good for them. They weigh their options and make a rational decision. When a waiter in a diner asks you if you'd like to order dessert after a meal, the answer is easy. My belly isn't full, plus I love sweets equals, of course I'd like dessert. In other words, you make your own decisions. But what if there's 4 other people sitting at the table with you, and each of them already said no thank you and asked if they would like dessert? Do you change your answer? What's happened here is explained by Jonah Berger, Stanford PhD and professor of marketing at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, in his new book Invisible Influence: The Hidden Forces That Shape Behavior. In 1951, Solomon Asch set up a similar experiment, asking people which of these lines is the same as this one: A, B, or C. Even though the answer is obvious, many people answered C. How could that be? Just like at the diner, the actual subject of the test was choosing last. Before him were paid actors that gave the same wrong answer: C, C, and C. They influenced the subject to conform just as you conform to decline dessert. Nonsense, you say. That's true for others, but not for me. I am free from influence. I see through the fog of external factors to make objective and powerful decisions. But Jonah Berger shows that these influences are often so strongly embedded in our nature, they're practically impossible to resist. In fact, it is not just humans. Many animals are affected by influence.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.